In this video, we are going to see reserve instances. Before getting into reserve instances, let us understand what all instance purchasing options are available in AWS. There are three: on-demand instances, reserve instances, and spot instances. With on-demand instances, we pay by the second. Reserve instances is a provision by which we can reduce AWS EC2 cost. Third one is spot instances. Spot instances can be acquired by bidding process. There are quite a few attributes that determine reserve instances pricing. One of the attribute is instance attributes. Instance type, which consists of instance family and instance size. Region in which we are purchasing the reserve instance. Tenancy, which means the instance is running on shared or dedicated hardware. Platform, which is nothing but operating system. Second attribute is term commitment. 1 year, 3 years. Right now, Amazon is providing term commitment for two periods. One is 1 year, second one is 3 years. For 1 year, we are charged for 365 days. For 3 years, we are charged for 1095 days. With 3 years, we tend to save more than 1 year. Third attribute is payment options. All upfront, partial upfront, no upfront. All upfront meaning full payment is made at the start of the term. Partial upfront is portion of the payment is done at the start and remaining payment will be done after some time. No upfront, that is we are not paying anything before start of the term. With all upfront or with maximum money paid upfrontly, we tend to save more. Fourth attribute is offering class, standard and convertible. Standard, with standard instances can be modified but cannot be exchanged. Convertible instances can be modified and also can be exchanged. More money can be saved with standard reserve instances. Now let's get into the calculations. Let's get into the discounts, how discounts are calculated for reserve instances. Before getting into the discounts, there is one term which is normalization factor. There is one term that is normalization factor which is used by AWS. Instance size flexibility is determined by the normalization factor. Basis on the instance size, normalization factor is considered. So for an example, if instance size is X large, irrespective of instance family, normalization factor will be considered as 8. Let's get into our presentation again. Imagine for this example, we require 4 M3 large instances, 2 M4X large instances, 2 M4X large instances, and 1 C4X large. And we are purchasing reserve instances as 4 number of instances for M3 large, 4 instances of M4 large, and 1 instance of C4 large. Now this normalization factor for large is 4. For X large, we have normalization factor as 8. And for C4X large, the normalization factor is 8. Remember, normalization factor is not dependent on instance family. It depends on instance size. Okay, so for 4 M3 large, total number of units will be required as 4 into normalization factor 4. Number of instances into normalization factor, that is coming out to be 16. For M4X large, the number of units required is again 16, 2 into 8. For C4X large, number of units required are 8, 1 into 8. Imagine we purchase 4 instances of M3 large, 4 instances of M4 large, and 1 instance of C4 large. Now this first row, if you look at the first row, 4 M3 large are required, whereas we have purchased 4 M3 large reserve instance. So this first row exactly matches with normalization factor into number of instances, which means the discount will be applied 100%. There is a different case with M4X large. We require 2 instances of M4X large, which means we require 16 units of M4. So we have purchased reserve instances as M4 large. We have purchased 4 reserve instances of M4 large, which means we have 16 units for instance family M4, right? So even instance type doesn't match. We were able to meet, we were able to receive 100% discount. Let us see again. M4X large, M4X, M4 large. This doesn't match. However, instance family matches M4 and M4. If we consider number of instances and normalization factor, total units required are 16, which means we require 16 units of M4. With reserve instances, 4 number of instances we have purchased of M4 large. So we have 16 units of M4. This 16 units of M4 exactly matching with required units of M4. That is why we are having 100% discount applied. Third, third case is C4X large. We require one instance of C4X large. So we require 8 units of C4 family. Here we have taken one instance of C4 large. Now see again, the instance type is not matched, but instance family matches. Here we have normalization factor as 4, so we have 4 available unit. So out of 8, 4 units are available with us with the help of reserve instances, which is why we are getting partial discount. Let us go to the second example. On demand instances, we require 2 M4X large, 1 M4 2X large, 1 C4 2X large, and 2 C4X large. At the same time, we have 4 M4X large and 2 C4X large. Here, if you look at the instance family, M4, we require 32 units. 32 units of instance family M4. Here we have purchased M4X large. Considering the normalization factor, 4 into 8, we have available units as 32, which means we have 32 units of M4. Here the requirement is 32 of M4. We have available units of M4 as 32, which is why we are having 100% discount applied. C4 2X large and C4X large. Here we have exact match of C4X large. C4X large and C4X large, which is why we have 100% discount applied. Is not required all the time that your instance type should match. While determining the discount on reserve instances, it is also required to consider number of instances and normalization factor. It's not that you will always have to match the instance type. Okay, now I'll go to AWS Management Console and I'll show you how we can purchase reserve instances. Go to EC service. Here you will see reserve instances link in instances. So you can purchase a reserve instances from this link. Second important thing to note is that you can always navigate to Cost Explorer. AWS Cost Explorer. Here you will see utilization of your reserve instances. So you will have to navigate to utilization report of reservation. So if you click on utilization report, you will understand out of reserve instances you purchased, are they utilized fully? If not, then you will have to make necessary changes to on-demand instances. You might have to change their instance family or type so that you utilize your reserve instances at full capacity. So that is it, friends. If you like the video, do subscribe. Thank you.